All right, what's up, everybody? So, I had an experience on the golf course recently. It was probably, I'd say, about 3 weeks ago playing the preserve, and I thought that this experience had some potential to maybe help some of you, one of you, if nothing else, help you be more informed, more educated. So, here's what happened. So, we're playing the ninth hole. If you played preserve, it's pretty straight away. You do have to drive it pretty accurately, doesn't have much room to miss it. I hit it accurate. However, I hit it crummy on the club face, so it went nowhere. So when I get up there, I had about 210 into the green, which is not ideal, especially on a par four. That left me with hitting a 4 iron. Now, that is not a solid 4 iron for me. That is a perfect 4 iron for me. So, you're not going to hit very many perfect 4 irons, especially if you're only hitting one, maybe two around. You can't expect to execute at a high level. So anyhow, I struck it as good as I'm capable of hitting it. The ball flies, it's on target, hits the green, rolls off the back of the green, down a slope. Don't make it up and down. I card a bogey on what I felt like was a really solid shot. So that prompted me to kind of get in here, get on the TrackMan, look at some of my numbers. I spend a lot of time fitting you guys. I don't spend it fitting myself, which is sad, but it's neither here nor there. And so this is actually my 4 iron. I hit a 4 iron, about 5 shots, 5 good ones. This was my hybrid. Hit this, same deal. And then this is currently the 7 wood that I'm playing. So on this 4 iron, I've got 20 degrees aloft. On this hybrid, I have 19 degrees aloft. And on this 7 wood, I have 21 degrees aloft. So what I noticed when I hit my 4 iron was I did not have enough stopping power. Hence, hit the green, rolled off probably 3/4 of it down the slope. No spin, not enough height, low stopping power. That's what we want on a driver. I want my driver to just run, like it stole something. But my 4 iron, I'd like for it to stop. So that cost me a stroke. So anyhow, I got in here, made some swings, hitting 4 iron about 75 feet in the air. Hybrid, right about the same thing. It's pretty low, right? So they're coming in right around 30 degrees landing angle that has zero stopping power, none whatsoever. The only way that that's holding a green is if it's freshly punched, it's got sand on it, or something, rain, some kind of condition that would make it just uber soft. But any normal healthy green, these two are not stopping, and that cost me a shot. So here you go. This guy, I hit it over 100 feet, and my landing angle is over 45 degrees. Any club manufacturer, OEM, any fitter will tell you high stopping power is 45 degrees or above, right? So I've got this chart here. That Titleist actually sent us to a mouse pad, but it reads the PGA Tour and the LPGA Tour landing angles, right? Your PGA Tour player averages 51 degrees, so that's plenty of stopping power, while your ladies average 47. Still plenty of stopping power, right? So here's why they're going higher and why they're stopping a little bit quicker, a lot quicker. It's the center of gravity, or rather its location. So if you could picture a marble, a small circular marble, and let's say for the sake of this conversation, it makes up 99% of the overall club head weight. Okay, so where that little marble at 99% of the weight is located on the club is going to have a pretty dramatic effect, not only in the twisting of the face, but also in the launch of the loft. So let me further explain. So I drew this little Sharpie line right here that hopefully you could see. This is a 4 iron, pretty thin top line, right? So that marble, if you're still thinking about that, is located pretty close to the face because there's nowhere else for it to go, right? So if that marble is located close to the face, it's kind of angling it down for low launch, low spin, low height, things to help us get it out of the air. Well, I don't have massive club head speed, and I know most of you don't have massive club head speed, so these are kind of a dying breed. So the next thing I did is I went to a hybrid, right? So I drew this little line here so you could see it's a lot deeper than an iron, right? So that allows us to put the marble further back to start getting more of a launch pad effect. Now, that wasn't enough for me. Some of it may be technique or otherwise, but regardless, just did not pan out. Pretty close to the 4 iron. Now we get into the 7 wood, and that center of gravity has moved further back. I'm getting plenty of launch out of this guy, right? And you could actually even see it on this particular model. It's adjustable. so you can tinker with it, right? This weight right here is right in the middle, but if I needed to hit it higher, I can move it back. So that is why ultimately a lot of players are converting to 7 woods. Aside from the obvious large mass to hit it off of compared to a 4 iron, height, spin, landing angle, hit it closer. Better golf is smarter golf. Y'all come see us.